We're coming in out real quiet. Let's start it.
I really got to start.
Sharon.
Am I ready to go, Mr. All
Alright.
right. Smell that suntan lotion.
Just stay in here.
I didn't use suntan. Mr. Lowe, students, I'm Jager Hoover. I thank you very much for the opportunity to speak at this educational establishment. I'm here to clear up any misconceptions that you might have about myself, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, in the areas of crime and civil rights. During the post-war years, myself and the FBI were faced with two very serious problems. These problems made the pursuit of John Dillinger, Nazi war criminals, and Soviet spies seem very simple. The two problems were, one, a new type of crime wave. The second problem, of which is civil rights. I'll start with the new type of crime wave. Crime in the 1930s was masterminded by professionals with submachine guns who robbed banks. All criminal activity was clearly defined. In the post-war period, crime became pandemic, striking everywhere with free crusts from all classes. I realized then that the new crime wave would be outreaching from the suburbs. It is well to analyze the breed of crime today in order that we might prevent it tomorrow. After the war, there was a dramatic increase in crime. During the first 10 years after the war, crime rose 27% from the stats of 1937 to 1939. Serious crime was committed every 13.9 seconds. 43% of the crimes were committed by people 15 and under. 53% of the crimes were burglaries, and they were done by people 18 and under. Faced with this problem, I then realized that the FBI had to get involved with local law enforcement agencies. At this particular time in our country's history, the FBI was not permitted to intervene in law enforcement problems, which covered in every state. What I had to do is I let the local law enforcement agencies know I was there to help them. I just wanted the law enforcement agencies to realize that the FBI can help these certain matters. Next, to combat the alarming rise of crime, I created the Juvenile Delinquent Instructors School. I also sent my agents out all across the country. They emphasized to local law enforcement agencies the need for, one, a correctional institute, two, boys and girls clubs, and most important, the parental influence on young adults. In 1955, the crime rose 17% in 1 year, and a 27% increase in robberies. Crime at this time had reached proportions that morality, integrity, law and order are fighting for survival in today's society. There are three ways that judicial places were putting an end to crime. The first one is they are promoting apprehension. Second is promoting more trials. And thirdly, they are promoting substantial sentences for those who violate the law. I'm telling you right now, if these probation officers, rehabilitation officers, and parole officers get in my way, I'm going to step on them because they're preventing the law. In 1959, 93 of the FBI's 10 most wanted list got off on parole and clemency. 234 on the 10 most wanted list reviewed judicial or special favor. I want criminals to know they do have civil rights, though. Many associations say I am anti-Negro or anti-Semitic. This is a false statement. The B'nai B'nish made several investigations and found I was very helpful to Jewish people in times of troubles. The anti-Negro accusations stress from that there are no black people in the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I don't give a job to someone because his uncle is in the Senate or because a Negro is a Negro. The Negroes in the FBI got their job like everyone else, through careful examination, qualifications. Also, how can one expect me to employ Negroes when they do not apply? Very few apply. In 1954, long before civil rights agitation began, I investigated the death of a 30-year-old Negro in Newton, Georgia. He was beat up by the sheriff's department. I was able to convict the men for their wrongdoings. Also in Georgia, the KKK had flogged 6 Negroes. We were able to apprehend them and put them into jail. In conclusion, I'd like to say For some people, civil rights may be law, but may be politics, but for me, it is a matter of law. I appreciate your time, and I hope to make it back someday to this fine Institute of Learning. God bless you, and thank you very much.